You can go to the Patreon link in the description of this video to receive instant access to the entire course with either a Tier 2 or 3 subscription, or by purchasing the course individually. In this video, we'll be looking at how to shape and wear our finger picks. I recommend getting a light or medium gauge pick since they're easier to shape. So let's look at the video. So now we're set up with this camera angle to show you the picks up closer and maybe how we're going to bend them and shape them. We'll start with a thumb pick in that it's already pre-shaped when you buy it. And then in the other video, I talked about the different styles and different makes. And that's going to be your own discretion, you know, which ones you want to use. And kind of one of my teaching methods, or what I'm going by, is that you just have to do what's more natural to you, what feels more natural to you. But I'll give you some references, you know, to start with, and then you can kind of tweak that to your own discretion. But on the thumb pick, the thumb pick is going to slide over your right hand on your thumb. And what I do is normally I place it goes back probably about 3/4 of the way past your thumbnail before the joint here. Okay, and I'm going to call this the shank. This is the actual part that's going to strike the string. So that's going to go to the bottom like that. So as you have your hand like this striking the strings, you'll see that the position on my thumb, like I said, normally about probably 3/4 of the way past the thumbnail. Now, like I said in the other video too, that when I started playing, and I still play guitar, so I've kept my nails, you know, a little long on that account. But your finger picks are simply going to take the place of that. Now, while you're using a metal pick, you'll get a different tone, a brighter tone, and also more volume if you use that. Now, when you get them, you can shape them this way with this part here. This is the part that's actually going to strike the string. You can bend that up, and also these two parts here will actually flex. That's how you're going to put them on your finger to make them stay on. So this normally will have to be pretty tight. And what I do when I bend them, I'll normally take this, if they're big enough to overlap, which my fingers aren't really that big, even at that, they're not overlapping. You press this part of the pick together, like this. You push them together and make it pretty tight. And as you put your finger in, you'll see this open up a little bit to accommodate your finger. Now you're going to have one on your index and you're going to have one on your middle. Then this part, again, I would call it the shank. You're normally going to curve it to fit right on the end of your finger. So it's actually riding right on this part of my finger, right here. Now, I've seen people have that pick out like that, you know, almost straight out like that. Again, it's probably going to come down to how you learn and how you start out. But just as a reference, and this one bends pretty easy, you can bend it up, and it's going to ride right on the end of that finger. So it's actually coming right around the contour of your finger, the end of your finger. Now, by me having the fingernails, I use that kind of as a reference on where it ends up. It ends up pretty much just right to the end of my fingernail. Now, as far as this part, where your finger goes in, like I said, you can actually bend those open. If you have a really stiff pick, like if you get a gauge that's really stiff, you can actually take a pair of pliers and shape these picks like that. And I do have some that are really, really stiff. It's almost impossible to bend them without pliers. So you can manipulate them. You're just kind of curving them. Get it like here. So this part here is actually just it's replicating your finger, the end of your finger. So as you bend that and manipulate it, when you put your finger in it, it should fit tight. So when you're playing and when you pick the strings, it's not going to come off. It's going to be a little trial and error. And like I said, if you watch my videos, you'll see me doing this a lot while I'm playing. I'm actually constantly kind of shaping that pick, because as you strike the strings, it has a tendency to move and flex a little bit. That'll get them on, get them shaped, and then like I said, I'll actually do that, kind of flex them on my hand, push them back till they start feeling comfortable. And I just got these pretty much right out of the packet a while ago and started shaping them. I haven't been wearing these, so these are actually a little new to me. So I'm actually doing that. What I'm telling you is I'm kind of compressing them to get them to fit on my finger tight, compressing them down to get them to stay, and then you can kind of realize the end of the pick or the shank of the pick is actually going to follow the contour of your finger. In the next video, we'll be looking at how to read our tabs. But first, if you'd like to support our channel, the best way to do that would be to join our Patreon site. But you can also support us by clicking the join, like, or subscribe buttons below. Also, we'd like to thank our supporters on YouTube and Patreon, especially our Tier 3 supporters, Jim, M. Medlock, William, Philip, Arthur, and Douglas. So thanks again, and keep picking.